Hey Pisces, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through this month's reading. This is going to be for the month of July 2022. Let's see what's going on with Pisces. The heart of your reading, we have the World. Excellent. This is an upgrade. This is feeling the past being the past. It's a turning point energy. 9 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Boy howdy is it ever a turning point energy in a very positive direction. Feeling like you can have exactly what you want. For many of you, there's a very specific and tangible upgrade going on in some area of your life right now. So that could be what we're talking about here. In a more general sense, the World is the energy of a universe seeing that you have completed everything that you were meant to do up until this point. You'll start getting the restless energy. Everything feels old and dusty, and I don't want this part of my life to be this way anymore. I don't want that part of my life to be that way anymore. And it's craving newness. So it's kind of the first inklings of this World energy, the way it'll show up in someone's life. And then it becomes about this keen awareness that you have an opportunity to cut ties with things. Like, this just rubs me the wrong way. You know what? I just don't want it in my life anymore. I'm going to feel much more free and unfettered without it. And what that impetus is creating is kind of like spring cleaning for your life. It's a recognition of closing a chapter and starting a new blank, writing the script of what's going to happen next in your life. And I love describing the World as a portal energy, because it really is a threshold in that when you close that chapter and you start the new, whatever you've let go of before you walk through that portal is going to remain in the old chapter. It's not going to continue the storyline in the next part of your life. So that's why the universe gives us that feeling of like wanting to shake the dust off and wanting to make changes. What's the challenge here for Pisces? Okay, 2 cards. 5 of Wands, 7 of Cups in reverse. You're having to compete in some way, putting yourself out there in a competitive space where you feel like you have to prove yourself. But we pair that with the 7 of Cups in reverse, and we have eliminating options. This could be if this is kind of romance and love related, I see this as like multiple suitors, people competing, and they represent options to you. Like, all right, I could date this person or this person or this person. They're all interested. They may not be like overtly, consciously competing with one another, or they might be if they're aware of one another. But you, in your estimation, are almost seeing judging one against the other. What does this person bring to the table that the other ones don't? What are the pros and cons here? And so that could be one way that this combination of like taking action to compete and prove yourself worthy, combined with eliminating possibilities and discerning what you want and why. I could also see this in a career aspect playing out as you applying for multiple jobs that you want all of them and putting yourself out there and competing for what you want. And the choices or the discerning factors would be, oh, maybe you get multiple offers. And so then you have to put yourself in the position of making the choice of what you want, what you're going to commit to. So at the moment, you're experiencing that vibe as the more like challenging obstacle to get through. Your focus is on the Six of Cups, something that's working really well in your life. Or the desire for there to be something working really well in your life. Now, the Nine of Swords reversed at the bottom of the deck tells me that you are likely not stressing about this. You're probably feeling very upbeat, very optimistic, possibly like to a fault, like to an exaggerated degree. You might really be just like idealizing the future. But I mean, that's the vibe of the world energy, the card, the world. It's like, I see, it's blank slate energy, right? I see all the potential because I can completely write my own story from this point forward. It's exciting to have like this fresh landscape. Could be like starting a new career, quitting your job, moving to a new location. It feels very exhilarating, but also comfortable at the same time. Like comfort. It has the feeling, a very comforting sort of warmth to it. Show me the recent past. What led up to this for Pisces? Thank you. Two of Pentacles. Juggling a lot. Taking a lot on. Probably got a little burned out. Queen of Wands reversed at the bottom of the deck. Maybe trying to do too much. Now that correlates with the Seven of Cups energy here. I can see a progression with trying to do a lot and then working through those options and starting to eliminate the options to hone it in as to, okay, what is it going to be that comes with me through this portal into the next chapter? In fact, in this instance, and I usually don't read it this way, it feels more like choosing what is going to be in your next chapter than choosing what you're going to cut and leave in the old chapter. At least that's what we're focused on here. And the King of Swords is here to say, oh, no, it's also about making cuts, wise decisions. Show me crowning energy. How is Spirit going to be supporting Pisces through this experience? From the higher self perspective, what is the point of all of this? Strength in reverse. It's so that you can utilize all of the ways that you have worked on yourself and upgraded yourself, and like all of this inner work and getting to know yourself better, perhaps honing very specific skills. It's like a chance to apply and play it out in life. Take it from the what's the word I'm looking for? Out of the realm of academia into the realm of practice. I want to try and give examples, because I feel that's usually the way that I am best expressing the energies. It would be as though, let's use relationships as an example. Maybe you haven't been in a relationship for a while, or just someone who hasn't been in a relationship for a while would look back on their previous relationships as examples of how they are in a relationship. Oh, this is how I behaved in that relationship. This is how I behaved there. So that's kind of my track record. So let's say that person goes to therapy and addresses some traumas. They recognize some triggers. They recognize some behavioral patterns. Or through meditation or some sort of healing that goes on, like emotionally or spiritually. In the interim, having not been in a relationship for a little while, you go through a big period of growth, upgrades, working on yourself, honing the potential that exists within you, submitting to spirit, and upgrading yourself, right? Stepping into a fuller potential of who you can be in this lifetime. And then and then when a new relationship enters your life, when you make the choice to enter a new relationship, you get to experience yourself as a totally different, or not maybe totally different, right? That's an exaggeration. You get to experience yourself as a different version of yourself, to see it play out in the real world. To have that, like, so it's out of the realm of like, oh, I think I'll do better next time around. You actually get to see, you actually get to do it. Okay, so that's a very like kind of long-winded description of this energy that I'm getting. So even if it's not relationship for you, it's some apply that sort of vibe and that progression to, okay, I've done it this way, I've done it that way, take a step back from doing it, learn, work, grow, and then what's coming up now, what's coming up next is like a gift from spirit, a gift from the universe. Now, okay, we see your growth, we recognize your growth. Here is now an opportunity to be that. I really hope that makes sense. It feels very like a big energy, like very profound and meaningful. I hope I'm doing it justice. Show me the near future. Thank you. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. You could be moving. For most of you, this is representing like a change that you choose. Leaving a relationship, moving out of the house that you're living in now, or whatever living situation you're in now. Quitting a job. These would be various ways that energy could make manifest in your life. For others of you, and perhaps continuing on, like even if that applies, this other interpretation could also apply. That it could be the energy of going back to a place that you used to belong. So you may have removed yourself from a line of work or a specific workplace or a group of people. It could actually be like your hometown. Because that's another way that I read the Five of Pentacles reversed, is like, okay, you were kind of ostracized either by choice or not, removed from a place that you really felt like you belonged. The reversal would be the reversal of that energy, which would be going back home or going back to a place that you felt like you used to belong. You know, that also pairs really nicely with the Six of Cups energy, which is kind of this like this sweet, almost nostalgic feeling of the past. You know, it can have that connotation to it as well. It's really interesting juxtaposition because we have you really like having made these upgrades to yourself and starting a whole new chapter in life. But then there's this component of like going back to something. It's entirely positive. It's not like, oh, let's dredge up something from the past and relive bad stuff from the past. Whatever it is that you're quote unquote going back to, or someone else might be coming back. And like you represent home to them and they're coming back home. That's possible too. But it's you're going to perceive this as a very positive experience. Show me surprise energy. What is going to impact the situation that Pisces doesn't see coming? Ace of Swords in reverse. This is likely going to be a realization that someone doesn't understand something. You're going to feel like you've clearly discussed something, and that the other person understands, or a group of people, and that everyone's on the same page. There's going to be some statement of fact, like reflecting that back to you, like, oh no, you want it to be this way, right? And you're going to just kind of do a double take, like, what? No, that's not it at all. I thought we talked about this. Like, what did you not understand? I thought I was so clear. So it's going to surprise you a bit in the lack of clarity. I'm just checking in to see if an alternate interpretation fits, and I'm getting a no. It's funny, I'm getting a no. The other interpretation is that you're going to get a no. So I guess, yeah, for some of you, that could be the case. Where you're expecting a yes, you might get a no. It's much more likely the former. Just something coming to light that there's a strong lack of clarity where you really believed that it was clear. And it might be you that is misunderstanding someone else. You might be the one to state to someone else, like, oh yes, this, that, and the other, and they look at you that way, like, what are you talking about? That's not what we said at all. There's no malevolence there. There's no... like it's something easily sorted out, or at least without like bad feelings. It just needs to be clarified. Okay, your hopes and fears, judgment. Whatever you need to, Four of Swords, back away from in order to get a clear head and make the best decision for you, that has you antsy for some reason. It could be the finality of this world energy, because like I was saying at the onset of this reading, world energy, it has you kind of feeling a certain way, and it's just this series of spiritual nudges that you get when you're experiencing world energy. And one of them is the sense of finality to this, the sense of permanence to the decisions you're making at this time. It's that, and it's an element of that portal energy that you sense. Like, okay, once I walk through this, I can't walk back the other way and have it back again. It's gonna be different. Like, you could go back in that direction, but things are gonna be different. Not advocating for you. Usually the energy of the world is like move forward into the next chapter. But I say going back because we have this kind of going back energy. Yeah, I think in your situation, the going back is moving forward. Let's take a look at the end result. How do these energies resolve for Pisces? Which way do you want that? In the positive, okay. Bottom of the deck is the Ten of Cups. End result is the Tower reversed. I asked because it fell out somewhat sideways. So I guess for some of you it's going to be a bigger shakeup than others. More likely than not, this reversal is going to indicate that whatever big shakeup, big changes that occur in your life are of your own choosing. Doesn't necessarily make it any less destabilizing and challenging to, because big changes are always kind of challenging to adapt to. It's just human nature. But if you get something as positive as the Ten of Cups here at the bottom of the deck when that comes out, that softens that energy wildly. It's like, yeah, you just have like your head in the clouds right now. Like, you're so optimistic about the future. I'm gonna move to a new city and change my name and like big, huge changes, but feeling just blissed out as you're doing it. I guess the main indication, aside from what I've just been saying, is that you will choose to make big changes, and beyond just making the choice, those changes will unfold. They will take place. The shakeup will occur in your life. And on the other side of this portal is the potential for a great degree of joy and happiness and pleasure. Let's get you some. They're hitting my throat chakra. Spirit, what is there something I need to say right now? You want, okay. Knight of Cups and Justice. That's unusual. I usually don't get called to just like look at where the deck is split. I guess you could be dealing with a Libra or water sign. More likely they're trying to tell us something about taking actions based on love. Could be a romantic suitor type of energy. Wanting to make things right. I think we're talking about motivation here. They want me to emphasize someone's motivation is to be honest and fair and truthful. So it could be like, in case this, whatever this lack of clarity situation is for you, this could just be an extra little piece of advice before the actual advice comes out to soften that energy for you when you experience it, in knowing that wherever the disagreement is, it's the intentions are out of love, and the desire for things to find equilibrium and find that balance of truth and understanding. Oh, okay, the Knight of Cups wanted to fall out. It's there. So now that it's come out, I also want to say the advice is for you to act out of love. Like, act motivated based on how you feel. Ideally, mainly, let the things that you love and enjoy be your main motivating factor. Take actions based on that. Let me pull one more. Spirit, what advice? And Eight of Wands. Send the message. Don't hold back. If there's something you want to say, something you want to communicate, what's on your heart, communicate it. Now's the time. Don't hold back. There's also this element of momentum to the Eight of Wands. As advice, this would be to acclimate to it, to do your best to keep the momentum going, to know that this momentum is a positive thing. Try not to get overwhelmed by it. Try not to worry that you're moving things along too quickly. This is an advocation from Spirit that the pace that you're going at is right for your situation. And you're headed toward something that's meant for you. Something, a higher purpose, a higher calling, divine healing. Let your own personal guiding light propel you forward. All right, I'll leave it there. I hope that helped, Pisces. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you today. And I want to take a moment to thank my subscribers who probably are aware that I've been on hiatus for about a year. I haven't been posting videos, and so an overwhelming majority of you, so many of you, stuck with the channel. Even I haven't posted anything in over a year, and you're still here, and that just blows my mind, and I'm so humbled and grateful, and I want to say thank you. I am going to be coming back on a regular basis here, so you will see me regularly. I will not be doing daily videos here on YouTube anymore. I will be doing weeklies and monthlies here. And you can see a little bit more detail in the description box below about that, as well as some upcoming things like daily readings over on TikTok. Now, I have not started doing that yet, but I'm just excited to kind of share with you guys who are accustomed to getting daily readings from me that I am going to continue doing daily readings. I'm just going to do them on the other platform. So if you're on TikTok or you want to follow me over there, I welcome you. I will be making the announcements when I start doing that. I will announce it here on YouTube. So don't go look for me over there yet. I'm not up and running on that platform yet. But I have decided to do it, and between you and me, little secret, Pisces, part of me saying this in this round of videos is to hold me accountable, and I have to do it now that I've said it. Okay. So thanks again. Have a great month, and I'll see you back next week for the weeklies. Bye.